Track, baby. Welcome to the Fox Track, baby. Why? Because Foxy Tea is your best tea. Use caution when you sip it. Bitch. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mm, mm. Well, I about to say I thought I stirred the sugar. It's all at the bottom. Hold on. It was still good though. It was still good. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Okay. I just would like to say hugs, 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 kisses, 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 love, 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 and blessings, blessings, blessings to all of you collective. I was I'm drinking the green tea pomegranate flavor and also the I'm also drinking the Soothing Rose Hibiscus Skin Detox. Sorry, y'all. I just can't get up on the table. Like, I feel like I'm too far away from the table. Um, but yeah, let me take a little sip, another sip, official sip. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like I taste the rose, you know? Mm. Mm-hmm. I know you probably like, how do you know what rose tastes like? Hey, I know how a rose smell, and that's how it tastes. That's how it tastes. Collective, I just want to say, welcome. If you are new here, I am Foxy T, your good God sis in spirit, okay? And if you are returning, gang, gang, hey, boo, how you doing? You already know what it is, especially when it comes to you. Okay. But I would like to, what is this called? Cleanse the space, cleanse the area. Also cleanse the cards as well, so we can get a good reading, a genuine reading, just for us. No projections on yesterday's reading, on anything. Give a good message for today. Mm. Hello, smoking. So, ooh, yeah. Cleanse me too, because you never know. I don't want to be projecting onto your energy too as well. Hey, nobody's safe. Nobody exempt. Me included. You understand? We ain't gonna do that. I don't play favorites. Not even with myself. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay. Hey Sebastian. Hey Sebastian Boo. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, guys. I am on time for once. On time for once. Okay, we're gonna see what the word of the day is. Hey, Farizel. Hey, Farizel. Farizel is the best. Hey, how you doing, boo? Okay, so the message for today, because you know we get it off our tea. Clock that, right? It says, never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. Period. Period. Never regret your mistakes. If you make a mistake, it leaves the opportunity to learn from it. You gain wisdom from making mistakes. You understand? And that's what I love. That's what I love about making mistakes or whatever the case may be, because it's like, hey, I can learn how to do it correctly the next time. Oh, I'm learning something new. Because the thing about it is, a lot of us be feeling like we know it all. We got it down packed. We know how to handle or tackle the situation or whatever, until we come across the situation and realize that, hey, that may not be the right way to approach it. It's other ways to approach certain situations, and trial and error is what makes things work, or how you gain wisdom when it comes to certain things. Me myself, I do that. I'm not going to lie. I do that. Okay, so when I'm saying never regret your mistakes, never regret your mistakes. Well, don't let nobody make you feel bad about your mistakes. None of that. None of that. Because it's there for a reason. You made the mistake for the reason. For a reason. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to be that way where it was like I had in my mind how I wanted to approach a situation, how I wanted to deal with the situation. Thought it was gonna go as planned. But the thing about it is you can't you can't predict how another person will react to what you do. Hey, Gubby. Is it Gubby? Say Bob, and I'll subscribe. Hi, Bob. How you doing? How you doing, Bob? But you should subscribe anyway so you don't lose me. Okay? Don't be trying to tell me what to do. I don't do what you want me to do over here. Even though I did say it, but you get what I'm saying. Don't be trying to control me. You don't control me. You don't control me. ah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If I would donate $10 million if you say Megamind, I said it. Where my 10 million? Stop playing. See, because you're playing with me. You're playing. Trolling. Y'all, Gubby is trolling. He's a troller. Troller. Because he ain't got 10 million. He got 10 million for me. He better give it immediately. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Anyway, collective, like I said, don't ever regret your mistakes. And like I said, I used to be the type that like I can't predict what somebody how somebody gonna react to a situation or whatever the case may be. So since you can't predict certain things or really, be a mind reader or whatever the case may be, or a fortune teller, okay, all the time, or predict some things. Hey, pun, hey, pun, how you doing, boo? Then you have to understand things may not go as planned. Things may not go how you wanted to go. And that is perfectly fine. That is okay. You have to know how to roll with the punches, go with the flow, go however the universe is directing you to go. You learn from certain things by doing things that way. Okay, collective, we're going to start out with the other deck instead of the healing deck. We're going to start out with the I forgot what this is, the rose something deck. We're going to start out with that. I don't know, I just feel like I want to do that first this time. Hi, boo. Spirit guys, what would you like, collective, to know on this beautiful Tuesday? Ascending, sweetheart, ascending. You're ascending. I was going to say you sweetheart, but you could be a sweetheart. And you're ascending, boo. It says learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, next new phase. So like it says, don't excuse me. Don't regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. And also, you will be what? Ascending after that. Okay? So you're learning new things. You're expanding at this moment. You're transcending. Okay? You're preparing for your new union. You're preparing for your new life, your new phase in life. You have to understand this. And sometimes we got to make mistakes so we can get to that place where we can receive what it is that we are meant to receive. I'm just saying. Sometimes. Okay? So you're ascending at this moment. I feel good about this reading. You're ascending. First card out is ascending. What? Growing is always a good thing. Leveling it up is always a good thing. What? Y'all, I'm sorry. I know I be yapping all the time or whatever the case may be. But do y'all know this? All right, it's this movie on Netflix or whatever. I know it's dubbed or whatever, like the case may be. But it's a good freaking. It's not even a movie. It's a show, and it's called Billionaires. Billionaires Bunker. Yeah, Billionaires Bunker. I watched it. When I say I watched the whole season until last night, I was up until 3 in the morning just watching it. It's so intriguing. I know it's dubbed, but if you can get past the dubness, okay, the dubbing, I think that you'll find it interesting. It's really a good movie. I'm just saying. Hi Sierra. Hi Sierra. Boo. How you doing, boo? Oh, and thank you, Gubby, for subscribing. If you really subscribe, because I don't know until I get off of here. So yeah, I don't know. So you also have Paradise. You have Paradise Collective, and it says happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So you in your new phase of life, you're ascending, and not only that, you are experiencing paradise at this moment. So I'm all right, and I don't even necessarily get this feeling when I see this card, but today I don't know why, but today I'm getting, hey, you might be going on vacation, you might be taking a trip somewhere. This is giving, you're celebrating your accomplishments. You're able to, yeah, go sit oceanside. You're ascending. You doing new things. You taking trips. You taking. Hey, you could be getting your passport, boo. Things might be changing. Maybe this is the message to tell you to, hey, put in for your application for your passport. I don't know. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to get into the space to receive what you want out of life. So if I want to go on trips, I want to do this, I want to do that. Don't y'all think that I might need to be having my passport by now? At least so it could be like manifestation. Holding a passport in your hand too is a level of manifestation, because it's like, even if you don't have a trip planned, even if you don't have the funds to go on one, even if you don't even have an itinerary, like to even be able to function if you were to go on a trip, you holding that passport in your hand, boo, is saying, I'm coming. We have arrived. We will arrive. We're going on a trip. And I favorite like a ship. I'm just saying, flying through the sky. You know what I mean? It's giving that. It's giving that. It's giving you're manifesting everything that you want out of life, but you're making the moves to be able to receive them. Okay, because why want to go on a trip, but then you got to put in your you got to put in your application for your passport and everything like that. And then come to find out, you might miss the trip. You might can't go on a trip because your passport ain't come through yet. You waited too late. You waited too late. Prepare for what you want. Prepare for what you asking for. Prepare for what you're trying to receive. And that goes with anything. I just said trip right here because it's given that you're going to be on somebody's ocean side. I'm just saying. But this could go for any goddamn thing. If you want something, prepare for that. Okay? If you, just get in the position to receive it. That's what I want to say. Get into position to receive what you want. And again, we're going to keep saying this. Never, ever, never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. Also, I think we have to admire ourselves a little bit more than we do. Okay? Sometimes we look at all the stuff that we don't like about ourselves, but do we actually admire the things that we do? You know, I don't want you to feel like, oh, I don't want to be ego driven. I don't want to feel conceited or feel whatever. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just actually admiring the good things about you, admiring the fact that you could be resilient, admiring the fact that you uh, never give up, admiring the fact that you can learn from your mistakes, admiring the fact that no matter what you've been through, you still remain to be a positive, love, and light-hearted type of person. Admire your go-getterness. Um, Admire how open you are. Admire how outspoken you are. Admire how can't nobody project their energy onto you. Admire how um, you're so confident within yourself that um, how somebody else think about you doesn't matter, doesn't stop you, doesn't keep you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Admire the fact that you could be on public housing section 8 getting welfare, whatever the case may be, or homeless. Hey, but you still aspire to be greater than that. You know that at the end of the day you're going to be owning a place, owning a house, owning land, having a property, having a garden, a ranch, horses, whatever it is that you want to do. Traveling the world, experiencing new ventures, even though where you are at this moment is not reflecting that. It doesn't mean it can't come. Okay? Love that about yourself. Love the fact that you want to live life instead of survive life. Okay? And that's why you're going to be in paradise. I'm just saying. All right? Spirit guys, what else do you want collective to know on this beautiful Tuesday? What do you want? Oh, sorry. Popped out. Popped out so much. Speaking of popped out, stream Pop Out by me, Foxy T. Okay, on all your platforms. I'm just saying. All right. Shameless plug. You know, if nobody believes in me, it's gonna be me. I'm gonna believe in myself. Whack or not. If somebody say my music is whack or not, I love me. Okay, and I love my growth. I love where I'm going. You never know where you'll go if you stop. So don't let nobody project onto you, boo. You have coffee. You have coffee cup. Yeah, coffee cup. Coffee cup. Okay, it says meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. So you could be building friendships new. Oh. The fact that you're learning and you're expanding, you're transcending in life, right? Okay, and you're preparing for a new union. Hey, preparing for a new union meaning getting that passport beforehand. You already set and equipped, right? Because you're getting ready for your new phase in life, right? Um, as you're going, as you're ascending, as you're going on this paradise, these trips, these you're enjoying yourself, you being a little bit more playful. When it comes to life, you're enjoying each other, you're enjoying a person or enjoying the people that you come across or come around. You are, excuse me, you are also meeting and talking to people that you might need always needed to come across or that you manifested coming across. You get what I'm saying? So you could be feeling elevated at this moment. You could be building a friendship, or you're going to be building a friendship with a person that you kind of like always wanted to be in a friendship with, because of the simple fact that you're I'm not really going to say changing, but you're growing who you were, and and you're allowing yourself to be where you need to be to receive that person. Because you got to think about it. You can be like, oh, I want a person that's excuse me, excuse me, bless me. You could You could be asking for a person to be open-minded, to be able to share their emotions, to whatever. Be kind to you, nice to you. We want to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you try to manifest, right? You kind of got to be at that space to be able to be that to them, or align with who they are in order for them to even consider you as a friend. Because maybe you're not even there yet. You may think that you're there, but you might not be completely there and ready to receive that person. And trust and believe, once you get to being with a person that is already there, and the person that you're manifesting, if you come across that person ill equipped, without all the tools and the knowledge and the sense and the maturity level that you're that you need to be able to be aligned with that person, that person is not going to connect with you. It's not going to work. And you're going to be thinking to yourself like, hey, why didn't that work? Why didn't that work out? Because you have to understand, hey, we on our own timing. So other a person that's already where you kind of already, the person that you're trying to manifest, the person that's already there, right? I'm trying to tell you, they probably have different views, different values. They probably like, hey, my time is valuable. I don't have time to be sticking it out with you. I know what certain stuff look like. Hey, and you don't fit it. You still have some growing to do. Boo. Hit me when you do some growing, and they might separate and just the connection be done, and you'll probably be flabbergasted, like, okay, it's like, dang, like, what happened? Like, am I really, like, maybe that person wasn't a good person? No, maybe you weren't just ready enough as much as you thought you were. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to understand they have their boundaries, they have their standards too, their values too as well. And you have to be the type of person that they want to be with or hang with too as well. It's not all about you and what you want. Okay? But like I said, A, embrace your goddamn mistakes because you'll be able to learn from them. Okay? And end up being a better you. Okay, Spirit guys, what else do you want to tell this person, collective? And tell this person, the chaser. You have the chaser, collective. And it says fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies. So you could, or maybe someone else, but take it how it resonates, collective. But you could be in a space of having, you could have fear of abandonment. You could have codependency issues. You really could. Okay, so you could be sitting up there trying to chase something that you're not even ready for. That or someone, yeah, you could be trying to chase somebody that you're not ready for at the moment. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I really feel like it might be you. I'm sorry, but I feel like it is, and that's an area in your life that you have to work on first before you get to the person that you feel like that you want to manifest. So, like, they're not gonna have time for that. They're not gonna, nah, Spirit. Okay, well, Spirit want to tell you joy, and it says, like a child, I discovered that, like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. So, collective, you're possibly trying to enjoy your life, have some type of joy, like ventures with people or with someone or even with yourself, at this moment, but you might not be in position to be able to do so. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. I don't know why I said that, but I feel like that's what it is. But that's what you're gunning for. Okay, Spirit guys, what else you want collective to know? And it says gratitude. Gratitude. Because a lot of us don't have gratitude. A lot of us is not grateful. You understand? But gratitude came out. All right? And it says, I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. So, collective, you could be at this point trying to be in a space of having gratitude. You might you might think you're grateful. You might think you have gratitude, but somebody that really has gratitude can kind of tell that they ain't really gratitude. They're like, hey, you ain't really grateful. You really don't appreciate things. You don't really appreciate yourself for which you need to appreciate yourself for. You don't appreciate what someone give you. You don't appreciate what somebody do for you. You don't have gratitude. You're not grateful. You're not a grateful type of person. It might sound good. You think you are. You want to be. We ain't gonna say that you don't want to be. You might want to be, but you don't know until you're in that space to really express true, pure, genuine gratitude towards somebody giving you something or doing something for you out of the kindness of their hearts. Because some people like to say, hey, I got gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything somebody do for me or whatever the case may be. And if somebody do something for you and you got something to say about it, are you grateful or are you not? You're not. Let's be clear. Let's be honest. It's not about what you portray in front of people, but it's about how you feel about it during closed doors. Like, hey, are you really grateful? Are you really appreciative of how somebody treats you, how they feel about you, how they, express their love towards you, or are you just criticizing every little thing that they do, and it seems like it's hard to make you happy. Okay, sometimes we gotta come to the realizations that sometimes we even though it might be evident to someone else how we are or the flaws that we may have, it might not be evident to ourselves. You have to think, we're so close, we're in it, we're so close, we can't see it. And I'm saying we because it's me too. I never put myself out of the equation or out of the situation. Like, it can't be a me too thing. Like I can't be the problem. Trust me, I've been a problem so much, mostly all the time, that I was tired of being the goddamn problem. And that is what ignited. I was going to say ignites, but ignited me fixing what I was being the problem at. And trust me, still to this day, I got problems. Yeah, I might have calmed down a little bit. Yeah, I might have did some work on me a little bit. But you have to understand that as long as you keep on waking up, you got a day. You got some more time to grow. You got some more time to learn something. You can't sit there act like that you know everything, because you do not. You can't think that you got it all handled or covered or got it all down pat, because you do not. Anything can happen. I can't say I got it all figured out. I would never say I got it all figured out. Someone else could bring another perception to me, and then that allow me to have another insight on how things could go. Shoot, I want to talk to more people so I can get more. Because it's billions and millions and trillions of people on this earth. Everybody don't have the same perception. It may be close, it may be similar, but it's not going to be the same. So if you can literally probably pick all these people's brains, then you will have a more broad, genuine, like a broad perception, or yeah, yeah, perception about what other people perceptions may be or whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know why I want to say sip it. I can't even say the goddamn word. Hey, Lenise. Hey, Lenise. Lennis. Hey, Lennis. Um, hey, I want to say Reniverse. Hey, Reniverse. Hey, Reniverse, boom. I felt like I couldn't read that. Like, I'm sorry, my eyes playing tricks on me. Um, but hi, boo, how you doing? So at this moment, as you're trying to gain joy from the things that you're learning and the place that you're about to ascend to, you also embodying gratitude as well too as well. You're not, and maybe this is why the things are happening the way they are happening for you, because you do have gratitude within you. Okay, Spirit guys, what else do you want collective to know? Okay. Goodness, collective. You have goodness. And it says, I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. Okay? So at this point you're refining your character. And that's what it is. That's why I say never. That's why it says never regret your mistakes. Admire the courage it took to attempt the unknown. You don't know how you might end up. You don't know how what you might gain from a certain situation. So you learning from your mistakes is refining your character. Okay? Excuse me. You may see some things that you might need light shined on or whatever, or shed on or whatever. But the thing is that you have to have someone to shine the light on that and bring it to your attention in order for you to see it, because you're too close, you can't see it, you know. But the good thing about it is that you're open. You're open to refining your character. You open to being better, just being a better type of person, having a greater type of soul. Okay, a good type of spirit. You know, like that's. It seems like that's what you're striving to do, and I love that for you. You have guidance. Guidance came right on out, boo. Guidance came out. It said, in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open in a freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God, and my faith is rewarded. So you being rewarded for you allowing yourself to be guided. You're going to be rewarded. So maybe that's why you're going to be on Oceanside, sitting Oceanside, sitting pretty, sitting in, places and spaces where you need to be, because you are allowing the universe to guide you, and you're paying attention, you listening, you having faith. You ain't trying to control things, because you ain't trying to control the narrative. Yes, you're trying to place yourself in position to receive the things that you manifest, but you're not trying to control what you manifest. Like, you're not trying to control how you manifest it, when you manifest it, or nothing like that. You're allowing the universe to work how it needs to work. Trust me, it could work better than you could ever do. For real. It really can. Because you can do but so much. But the universe could do so much more. Just like the universe can give you karma, it can give you good karma too as well. Trust me. It can make things happen for you. It can be a $20 on the bill, a $20 bill on the ground when you walk past. What? You never know. You might really need that. The universe will make stuff happen. Okay, collective? Okay. That just popped out. So you have the dragonfly, collective. You have the dragonfly. And it says, lighthearted and adapt, find it out and change. Things coming to like hit and heal. So that's just basically what I said. Like, so you could be a lighthearted, spirited type of person. Okay. You're able to adapt. You're able to adapt. You're going to be rewarded for that. Okay. You could be finding out something. You could be finding out something about yourself and adapting as necessary, like as needed. Okay. And it says change. It says find out and change. Right? So you could be changing because of what you found out. You really could. You really could be changing from the things that you found out about yourself. Okay? And it says things coming to light. Something is being brought to your attention that you had no clue about, that you probably were weak at. Because when we have flaws, that's our weaknesses. You have to understand our flaws is our weaknesses. So you're weak in that area. You just need to strengthen and gain knowledge in that area so you can just build a better, stronger type of you and have a better type of spirit about yourself in that area. So things are coming to light when it comes to you, and you're healing it. You're healing it. That's what it says. You're healing it. So you're doing the work, collective. You're allowing yourself to do the work. You're allowing yourself to adapt. You're allowing yourself to learn or find out the things that may be hindering you or holding you back at this moment, and you're changing those things. You're what? You're preparing yourself for the next phase in life. That's what you're doing. That's what we do. Okay? And again, we're never regretting our mistakes. Okay? We're admiring the courage it took to attempt the unknown. Because again, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know that we weren't there yet. We weren't ready yet. We didn't know. But it's okay to find that out so you could work on it, so then you will be ready for it. Why not? Spirit guys, what else do you want the collective to know on this beautiful Tuesday? Sunglasses, collective. It says watching, looking, perception, stalking. So someone could be watching or looking, have a certain type of perception about you, could be stalking in a type of way. Maybe you could be watching someone, looking at someone, have you yourself have a certain type of perception about this person. It could come off as stalking. But whoever this person is, I feel like whoever this person is that's looking, that's watching this, whatever, they're finding out some things about themselves. I feel like you might be looking at the perfect person that you need to be looking at, because they could be shedding some light on some stuff that you might need to work on within yourself. And it might not even come to your conclusion or come to your thought process until you kind of see or hear them talking about it. And it might not even, they might really not even be talking about you, worried about you, nothing. But it resonated with you, you know. And by it resonating, to you it seemed like a sign. Like, ooh, oh, dang, I ain't never, you know what? You know, and you would think about yourself, do I do that? You know what? Is that a problem I may have too as well? Hey, I can't just be seeing this for no reason. You get what I'm saying? The universe will give you signs, okay? So, regardless of the fact, I feel like someone, or it could be you, watching or looking at somebody and gaining a different type of perception, okay? Don't know what the perception is, but you could be gaining it. Okay. Spirit guides. Key on a ring. Key on the ring. Key on the ring. And it says many options, unconventional, one night stand, string along. So you could be coming across someone, or you could be just doing this to somebody. Where it's like you are, or they, either or vice versa. Y'all could have many options. Y'all could have met each other in an unconventional type of way. You could have been considering each other as a one-night stand of some sort, either or, one-sided, whatever, or both. And you could have been thought of as a string along. So I don't know. I feel like that maybe this person, or maybe you, could be stringing somebody along for some type of reason. I don't know. But you have many options, or they have many options, but they're staying in the space for some reason. I don't know. I feel like they trying to stay in a space with you, or you staying in a space with them for some type of benefit, either for you or for them. Okay, but oh my gosh, keep falling on the ground. Okay, you have clock. You have clock collective, and it says needing time, cycles, and takes time. Time to heal, progressing. So instead of you sitting up there trying to rush the clock, time ticking, or trying to jump steps in order to get to where you need to go, you're taking the needed time. It takes to heal, to progress from maybe a mistake that you need to learn from. Okay, because a lot of people be thinking like, oh, I learned this mistake, I learned the lesson, I learned whatever like that. If it keep happening, if this is the same cycles, I guarantee you, I'm trying to tell you, I hand to the man, I'm trying to tell you, you can know everything all you want, but hand to the man, I'm trying to tell you, and I'm only telling you from experience, only from experience, that if you have not healed, if you have not learned that lesson, sweetheart, you're going to keep going in the same cycles. The cycles are going to keep returning, coming back around, keep happening, or whatever. That's just how the universe works when it's trying to teach you something that you have not grasped yet. You might think that you know what it is that you were supposed to learn, and if it come around again like that and you're in the same situation again like that, you didn't learn something. It not saying what you learned wasn't a thing to learn, but that might have not been it. It might have been more. It might have been something deeper. It might have been something internal with you. A lot of times it be internal with us. It don't be the other people around. It be something with us. Am I a people pleaser? Why do I keep coming around people that need me for things, or do this, or always asking me for things, or it seemed like it it's not them, it's not the environment. Yes, it could very well be the environment that I'm into as well, but still, again, it's not really technically them, because that's them, that's their own thing. Me, it's me. It's something within me. Why am I a people pleaser? Oh, because when I was younger, I tried to do things or avoid getting in trouble, or tried to please my mama, or whatever the case may be, so I didn't get cussed out, I don't get fussed out. And it ain't just my mama. It went on to everybody else and other people. Oh, pleasing this person so somebody will like me, or not be mad at me, or whatever, or what, I don't know. But it's a me thing. It's internal. So instead of me being like, oh, it's just other people, whatever, they drawn to me because I do this, I do that, or whatever. But the question is why do you do that? Because you don't really have to do that. You don't have to do nothing for nobody. I love the fact that you do. I love you. I love the fact that you are the way you are, because you're a good, kind, spirited person. But being a kind and good spirited person doesn't mean that you have to be kind and good spirited to everyone or everybody that treats you bad. Okay? Yes, you can give them a taste of it. Yes, you could be that person still, regardless of the fact of how they treat you. Yes. But that does not mean that they still need to be around you or have access to that. They don't have to be around you. They don't have to have access to you. You're not learning something. You're not learning, could be, to cut people off when they do not serve your a purpose in life, when in your life. And when I'm saying that, because not saying that they got to give you nothing to do anything for you or nothing like that, but they're not bringing you happiness. It's like when you deal with them, you're always drained or something like that. They're not adding to your purpose or your life. It's more like they're taking away from it. You gotta cut that off. That's like gangrene. That's like you having gangrene in your foot and you sit up here and you want to keep your foot for some reason. Oh, I want to keep my foot because I want to have two legs. I want to have 2 feet. I don't want to look like I don't have one foot. The whole time that thing is eating you alive and it's spreading. It's spreading. It's coming up. It's taking over your whole body. Now both of your legs got it. When you could have cut it off cut the first one off and been hopping. Good. Peacefully. Hopping, but peacefully. You get what I'm saying? Like, no. Sometimes we gotta cut off things that are making us ill, making us sick, not bringing anything towards us. Or bringing like it's not making us happy in life. Separate, get away, cut it off, or whatever like that. Don't feel guilty about having to cut somebody off or whatever, and you don't have to feel aggression against them either or feel ill will towards them or nothing. No, so you can separate and want the best for a person, want them to prosper, want them to do better. Sometimes maybe you could be enabling their growth process by sticking around and enabling their bull crap when you could leave and allow them to, and the separation could allow them to reflect on themselves and then start the healing process on themselves. When if you would have stayed, it would have enabled their behavior and them thinking that, hey, this person stayed, hey, this person's still around me, so it ain't that bad. I ain't really do nothing. I ain't really and the whole time that person putting up with you because just of who they are. But the thing about it is they really do you not understand that they don't have to, sweetheart? They don't have to deal with you. Do you know an evil person would have cut you loose a long time ago? So what you need to do is have gratitude for the fact that they are that type of person and they're sticking it out with you, or they're willing to sit up there and take your apology, or sitting up there and trying to give you another chance or give you time to grow while still being in your presence, because you don't need to do that in order for you to grow. They don't need to be in your presence, period. You can love somebody from afar and say, hey, when you get yourself together, when you kind of learn what you need to learn, baby, I'll be there for you. Whatever. I come back around. But right now, boo, I think you need to do some reflection on your own. You need to do some things for yourself. You're a little bit codependent, because we got chasers, we got codependency here. So you could be a little bit codependent and you need to get some independency to you and sit with yourself. Sit on your by your lonesome. Realize that maybe something I need to do by myself. I need to take care of by myself. I keep getting these people, whatever like that, because I keep thinking that I need somebody. Hey, maybe that's it. Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe you need to handle and tackle things on your own. You don't need a partner. You don't need a tag mate. You're it. Come on, we doing this the partner. You don't need that. Because when it's something that you're trying to learn for yourself and fix internally, you don't need another person for it. Unless you outsource to them for advice, resources, or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to day to day, like trying to heal that whatever wound that you have, that childhood wound that you have, and haven't even begun to tackle, it has to be you. You have to be isolated. You have to be by yourself. Feel like you ain't got nobody but yourself. You understand? And stand on that. And not be angry about it, but be at peace with it. Like, you know what? I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not sitting up here being like, oh, well, everybody, forget everybody, whatever like that. I'll be like this on my own. I'm going to do what I got to do on my own. That might be exactly what you need so you can realize that you cannot. You cannot, not the way you are at the moment. Not, you can't do it alone by still operating the same way you always were operating. And you have many and plenty of other people telling you the same thing. And you haven't listened. You just think they're haters. You think they hating on you. Everybody is not a hater. You have to understand that everybody can't be a hater. If they like something about you, they if they don't like something about you, if they have something to say when it comes to your character, or something that you're doing, whatever like that. Not everyone is a hater. Sometimes people are coming to you as a friend, as a loved one, as a family member, as a whatever, as a lover or whatever, because they care. They care enough to bring it to your attention because they know that if you were to work on that, fix it, you will be a better person. And maybe, just maybe, you're just not aware of the fact that you do that. So they're not even taking it personally. They just like, hey, I want to tell you how this is. I want to tell you how. I'm just saying. You have to understand, everybody is not a hater. You can't just say everybody is a hater. Okay? You got to be able to decipher what hating look like and what I wanted to say healthy criticism was. Like, and I don't even want to really say criticism, like you really criticizing a person. But it could have been a motivation too as well. You have to understand some people could just be motivational too as well. It could be motivation. Hey, I know you can do better. And instead of putting you down, they're just telling you and making you aware of what you did, because maybe they having grace with you because they feeling like maybe you don't know. So maybe nobody even told you. Maybe people were scared to tell you. Maybe no one even cared enough to tell you. But I care enough to say something. You get what I'm saying? So that they might not be a hater. Yes, they probably could have said it in a better way. Yes, they probably could have approached it in a better manner or whatever like that. But that information that they was giving out still probably could have been used and was well needed. You understand? Because the thing about it is we can't dictate how the messages are given to us. We can't be like, it should have been in a peaceful manner. It should have been said better than that. The creator would smack you in the face with a lesson. We'd be like, oh, you ain't, wow, yeah, what I say. Because guess what? You got it peacefully a couple other times and you ain't even pay attention. You might ain't even pay attention when it was said nicely, said it in a nice way. Or said from somebody who love and care about you. Oh, you ain't want to hear it. They hate us. They this, they that. But then when somebody say it in a mean way or say it in a more direct way, my bad. As somebody say it in a more direct way, a way that you weren't expecting, it could be shocking, yes, of course. But it still was valid. You get what I'm saying? It still was said to you. It still was brought to your attention. Maybe it's like that because the nice stuff don't get your attention. You may feel like you want the nice stuff. You may feel like that you want that peacefulness or whatever out of life, but you still entertain the messy shit. How? If you entertain the messy shit or dibbling and dabbling in certain messy type of situations or whatever like that, or stirring a pot when you don't need to, you are less likely to receive peace in life. You receive peace when you're at peace with yourself. You receive peace when you did the inner work on yourself and you stop indulging in messy activities and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I certain things have certain ways of entering your spirit, entering your soul, and stuff like that. It could be anything. It could be in the things we watch, everything like that too. Because I ain't gonna lie, back in the day, and I don't even. I mean, I just got back into watching the baddies because like I was watching it with my niece and everything. But at the same time, as I'm watching it, I'm thinking to myself, I said, it's very interesting. Don't get me wrong. It's very interesting. It's a little key to be up on the T. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, I realized why I stopped watching it. I realized why I stopped engaging in that stuff because it was projecting onto me. It was projecting onto me. Now I'm hot headed. Now I'm defensive. You get what I'm saying? I was back then. I operated out of anger, out of survival, hurt, um, rage, definitely rage. And when you see or constantly see these things on TV or see these things happening and stuff like that, yes, it's entertaining in the beginning, but then it starts becoming like a ritual where it's like it's seeping in your energy. It's not becoming you, but at the same time, you don't realize how you may reflect that energy onto someone where it seems like you always end up being combative with someone. Okay, so maybe you might not be all the time, but you could be in that space of the going back and forth all the time or having the opportunity to go back and forth all the time. But sometimes it don't even take that. It might take you just shutting the hell up and letting things play out. Sometimes it's okay to shut up about certain things, especially when you have the wisdom that things are not going to change. If you were to say something, things is not. It's not. We're not going to make no progress here. You got the choice to waste your time, breath, energy on something, or to let things play out how I need to play out. You get what I'm saying? That's wisdom too. That's not being weird. That's not being shady. That's not being this and that or whatever like that. Because some people just cannot learn unless they get slapped in the face with it. You get what I'm saying? And maybe you're not the type of person who want to slap them in the face with it. Let somebody else do it. Let somebody else slap them in the face with it. Trust me, they'll come back to you and then realize, like, oh, you know what, you was right. I thought about that. I went through this. I went through that, and now I see what you was talking about. Now I see uh, what you were trying to say to me. I didn't like how you were saying it. I didn't like how I came off. I didn't like how I felt to me. Which, of course, when somebody's telling you something about yourself, it's not gonna feel good. That's first and foremost, and you gotta realize that in your head first. Realize if somebody's saying something to you or about saying something to you about yourself, baby, you're not gonna like it. It's not gonna feel good. But you gotta put on your big girl panties and bite that lip of yours and really listen. Instead of having a rebuttal, having something to say back, real quick and being combative, like really genuinely grasping the situation and thinking about it and just really like, taking it in and processing it. Like, you know what? That's maturity. I ain't gonna lie. That's a type of maturity that not everybody has. Okay, but somebody might see that as being weird. You ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you ain't going back and forth with me. Because some things are not meant to go back and forth with. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm coming with this right now. I'm coming to this conclusion right now. Um, because some things are not meant to go back and forth about. It's it just doesn't. You can take and grasp what you need to grasp out the situation. You can speak up for yourself if you need to. If you feel like that something wasn't covered, that you feel inside and you don't want to have to relive this situation, so you might want to bring it up and bring it to the forefront at that moment. Yeah, you can do that. But actually being combative about the situation, don't nobody be feeling like fuss. Nobody be feeling like, hey, I'm telling you about this. I'm telling you about this. And then they like, but this and this. I don't see why this and this. And it's just like, oh my God. Um, because da, 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 da. No, but I don't even. Okay. So right then and there, you see that the person is closed minded, brick wall, can't get through to them. They like the way they are. They must like the way they are. Because why not just shut the fuck up? And instead of having something to say back, if it's not a valid reason of why you was acting a certain way, like if it's not if it's not defending why you did something, okay, but it's kind of it's trying to, it's on the verge of like deflecting, like, well you did this, well you did this and you did that, like that's not that's not growth. That's not even that. That's not debating. That's not a dialogue. That's not. No, we have to have valid point. Even when you debate with somebody, if you on a debate team, do you realize that you have to find valid reasons for your rebuttal? When your rebuttal is being said, you got to take into what they to consideration what they said. Then answer that, like the reasoning why that is happening or why that is the way it is, with what you know what I mean, from your perception, from your perspective, and be like, you have to not defend but inform. So when you're having conversations, you having you're expressing yourself, you're trying to have this one-on-one with somebody or whatever the case may be about how anything, an issue that y'all may have, it should never be to defend but to inform. So I just came to that conclusion right now, y'all. So with that being said, collective, I feel like you're taking that time needed to stop the cycles that you always been in. You're taking the time to stop going around the mulberry bush. Do things a little differently. Have a different perception about the situation. It might not be the other person all the time. It could be you. Sometimes think about it. It could be you. If you in your mind saying it could be me, it could be me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not going to lie. Once I had started thinking to myself, you know what, it could be me. And I started really reflecting on if it was me, and when I felt like it was me, how could I, like, why do I do why did I do that? Why do I do what I do? Why did that happen that way? Oh, well, this was like this and whatever like that. And growing up, I always had I had to be, quick on my feet or whatever like that. Hey, but you know what? Is that healthy? Sometimes you got to ask yourself, is that healthy though? Or is that toxic? Then once you realize if it's healthy or if it's toxic, then you can then attack the situation at hand and heal that part of you. Collective, let's see what signs resonates with this message. We got a lot of witch-a-comb signs out here. So with the gems, we're gonna get some with the gems. We're gonna get some with the with these cards. And I don't know why, but I like only taking 4 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So who we got out here? We got Capricorn. Okay, so it got me. So I could be the problem too. And don't stop, honey. I'm just saying. Like for real, it could be me. Because I definitely was in that space. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even feel like I can't even fully or truly say that I'm out of that space. Like, I gotta be real with myself. Everybody else can be delusional all the fuck they want. I'm not being delusional. I'm not out of that goddamn space yet. I'm not. I'm on my way, but I ain't out of there yet. I'm not out the woods yet. And I am strong enough and confident in myself to say that. Okay, but I have to understand everybody is not that confident to say, you know, stuff like that about themselves and acknowledge themselves for who they really are and truly are. But they'll get there. They'll get they'll get there. It ain't up to me. It's up to the universe. So they'll figure it out. They'll get it together. But I know me. I'm good. I'm good. And the only reason why I say I'm good is because I'm able to correct myself if needed. I don't have no delusion about myself. Okay, so collective, you have Sagittarius came out 2 times, Aquarius came out 1 time, Capricorn came out 1 time, Gemini came out 3 times, Cancer came out once, Taurus came out 2 times, Aries came out once, Leo came out 2 times, Pisces came out once, Virgo came out once. And let's see out of these what we got. We got Virgo again. We got Capricorn again. We got Gemini again. Gemini 4 times. And we got Pisces. Pisces collective. So we got Pisces 2 times. So you could be a Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Virgo. Or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Pisces, or Virgo. Just remember, if your sign didn't come out still, hey, take the gems. Take the gems, because we never know if you really need it. You get what I'm saying? It could be towards you too as well. So with that being said, collective, I thank you for being here. Can you hit that subscribe button just so you don't lose me? And of course, my name is Foxy T, your good God, sis, and spirit. I'm telling you, hit that subscribe button so you don't lose me. Give me a thumbs up if this resonated in any type of way for you or somebody you know. And hit that, or not really but you can. Hit that bell in the corner to get a notification when I go live so you can be a part of the live, or you can just have the live and be notified that I made a live and you can watch it later. Okay, boo? I love you so much. Thank you for spending this time with me, and you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, all right? Love you guys. And you stay blessed, not stressed, and I mean that from the best. Say, no.